Transportation plays a huge role in independent living for seniors and those with disabilities. Escambia County Area Transit has both fares and accommodations for these passengers. Here to explain more is Tonya Ellis, Director of Marketing and Community Relations for Escambia Area Transit. Thank you for being here, Tonya.
Thank you for inviting me, Jeff.
Well, let's talk about ECAT here for just a minute, and tell us just in general what you do in your service area before we get into more of the services for seniors.
Escambia County Area Transit provides fixed route service here in the Pensacola area. We have over 1,500 bus stops with approximately 16 routes. In the past, we've had almost 1.6 million passenger trips, and we also provide service for seasonal Pensacola Beach trolley and University of West Florida on-campus trolley. We also provide transportation for paratransit for American with Disabilities Act, ADA.
So y'all are very busy.
Yes, we are.
And moving a lot of people around. Well, we'll get more into this. So y'all do really provide a lot of services. How can people learn about the services and the routes and the fares? Where's a good central place to find information?
They can contact us through customer service at 850-595-3228. Or they can go to our website at www.goecat.com.
Now, is there something about somebody who will actually teach them how to ride or show them?
Yes, we do have a program called travel training. So for a person that may be either new to the area or may need some additional assistance, either if they're senior or elderly, they can call us and we'll schedule time to sit down with them to teach them on how to ride the bus. And if we need to ride with them, we can do that as well.
That's great personalized customer service. And I'm sure that's very much appreciated. Well, let's talk about the senior passengers. For example, let's start with fares. Do you have passes? Is it tickets? How does it work? And is there discounts for seniors? How does it work?
Yes, we have tickets and passes. Our normal fare is $1.75. We do have discounted tickets for seniors and elderly at 85 cents a fare. They can come into our office and purchase a senior ID card with proof of age to get the discounted fare.
Mm-hmm. So what kind of identification do they need to bring to get that card?
A picture ID, proof of age. They have Medicaid and Medicare card.
Okay, just pretty much anything that would
verify their age.
That would cover that. Well, what age do you consider a senior?
60 and over. And once they receive a discounted fare, there is no expiration date, of course. Once you turn 60, there's no expiration on that.
Okay. What about some seniors that may have some difficulties, just not in a wheelchair, and we'll talk about that in a minute, that accessibility, but just say stepping up into the bus and just some issues with actually boarding the bus?
Actually, all of our buses are able to either kneel, which means they can actually lower to the ground to make it easier to step up. We also have buses that have lifts on them. So if a person needs assistance in boarding the bus, the operator can assist them in making sure they get on the bus.
So when you say kneeling, the bus will actually lower itself to a more or
to
better
the street level, yes.
just to walk on in. Okay. And then the lifts for the wheelchairs.
Yes, all of our buses are wheelchair accessible. They either have a wheelchair ramp or a wheelchair lift.
Okay. Well, what about people that have maybe some disabilities that really riding the bus is a little difficult, even though y'all have really, taken some big steps to make that easier? And you mentioned the ADA. Tell me a little bit about that.
We do a lot of times offer travel training first, and if that's still something that they're unable to still utilize the fixed route system, we do have the ADA transportation, which is American with Disabilities Act, and that service is provided through Pensacola Bay Transportation. They provide the service for us, and you can get door-to-door service. It's very similar to Medicaid transportation and non-sponsored transportation.
Mm-hmm. So how would somebody go about getting certified for that option? Let's start there.
There's an application process, and some of the criteria includes living within 3/4 miles of a bus route. Also, far as if your disability is hindering you from boarding a bus safely. And Pensacola Bay goes through that selection process and eligibility process, and we'll get that verification medically along with the additional information in order to become certified. And once you become certified, you're eligible to ride ADA transportation at a rate of $350 per trip.
Okay, so that is in a different vehicle, though.
That is correct. It's in a Pensacola Bay transportation vehicle. Normally, they're white with red writing on it, all over town.
Yeah, we see them a lot coming to our place at the Council on Aging. Well, what about situations where someone may need a companion to go with them?
It does provide for a personal care attendant to assist them if they need a personal care attendant to ride with them, and that's free. That particular person does not pay if they're a personal care attendant. If they need additional training, we work with Pensacola Bay for if there's additional travel training that person may need in boarding either a Pensacola Bay vehicle or an ECAT vehicle.
Okay. Well, let's go back to just seniors in the bus a little bit. What are some common, you have this training that you offer. What are some common questions that people have, or why might be maybe a little afraid to try this option?
A lot of times we do get individuals that used to drive in the past and for some reason or another are unable to drive, and they don't want to lose their independence of driving, so they're a lot of times hesitant of utilizing fixed route system, and as far as being able to navigate as far as which routes to take to get to the doctors, to get to the pharmacy, the grocery store, and if they would get back safely at an appropriate time.
Okay, so we get in habits of going when we want to go and where we want to go. Well, how do they communicate with the staff if questions come up, or do they communicate with the driver, or who do they express some concerns to? If, say, maybe they're trying it and they still have some doubts or it's not working right, who should they talk to?
They can, when they call in, or they can tell an operator that they need some additional training, and the operators, along with our customer service staff, will contact me, and then we'll schedule a time to set up as far as meeting with them to see what are some of their issues or concerns, going over the ride guide, the map, as far as if it's times or what's their questions about, or if it's about actually the locations, if it's inaccessible for them. So we go over that to see what their issues are and if we can assist them with that. Okay,
and I saw something on your website here before we go about people with hearing disabilities and calling in and a number or something like that.
We do have a TTY number as well as our normal number, or you can go to our website and get information. You can also come into our office at 1515 West Fairfield Drive if you need additional assistance.
Well, thank you, Tonya. I appreciate you being here. Y'all seem to be very customer service oriented, and transportation is key to independence. So we really appreciate all that you do.
And we appreciate you contacting us. Thank you.
Well, thank you.